Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sean here, and welcome back to another 2K rebuild. And today we're actually going to be doing a challenge. So we're going to do an 82-0 challenge with the Dallas Mavericks. Mainly using the Mavericks just because I want to get to use Luka for once, and I actually don't think I ever have had Luka on my team. So taking a look at the team, I mean, it's going to be good. The Mavericks always end up being pretty good over the next, 3-4 years. But it's nowhere close to 82-0 ready. So obviously this is going to be completely unrealistic, but we're going to go ahead and get into some trades. So I do want to move Tim Hardaway. Actually, hang on. I have a trade in mind. Yeah, I have a trade in mind. One sec. All right, we're going to try this. This would be a massive blockbuster if we actually pull it off. But we're trying to get Chris Paul and Shea for Tim Hardaway, Jalen Brunson, Willie Cauley-Stein, Dwight Powell, our first-round pick this year, and our first-round pick in 2022. And that's not going to happen. So I can definitely get this to go through like that just for Chris Paul. But I don't know if that's really worth it. Yeah, I really don't know if that's worth it. All right, we're going to try this trade for Ja Morant instead and see if that'll go through. He's untouchable, really. I did not know that. Let's try that. No? Wow. I did not realize that Morant was untouchable. All right, so we couldn't get a trade worked out with any other high-profile point guards. So we're just going to do this trade, Tim Hardaway and Willie Cauley-Stein, as well as a second-round pick for Clint Capella and Treveon Graham. That's fine with me. Now, I do want to try to get, what's his name? Devontae Graham. Could get Kendrick Nunn, but I don't know. Let's see if we can get Devontae Graham with DeLon Wright and Jalen Brunson. No? All right, let's see. Who else could we add in here? I want to keep Seth Curry. I would not be opposed. I'll add Boban. No? Really? All right, what if I just add, no, that's not going to work. So, what can we do here? Dorian Finney-Smith, and for somebody garbage like Caleb Martin. There we go. So we get Devontae Graham and your boy Cody Zeller on the team, as always. So Kristaps, I am going to go ahead and move to power forward, whereas overall we'll go up to an 88. I can still move Dwight Powell and Maxi Kleber, and definitely need to find a small forward. Obviously, all of this is not going to happen in one season, but it'd be nice just to have, a baseline sort of building blocks of the 82-0 type of team, besides just Luka and Kristaps. So let me work on another trade real quick. So we are going to actually make this deal. Maxi Kleber to the Clippers for Pat Bev and a 2021 first. That's actually going to be swapping worst with the Knicks. So that should be a pretty decent pick, I would think. So let's see. We can move Trey Burke. We still need a small forward, though. And you know what? I'm down to do this trade with the Rockets, Dwight Powell and JJ Barea to Houston for Robert Covington and David Nwaba. Rocco, I will just move to a small forward, where his overall should jump up to like an 85. And it does. Obviously, he's not very great offensively, but very, very good defensively. So that's fine. I may look to make like one or two more trades, and then we can finally get into simming. Also going to make this trade with the Timberwolves, sending Trey Burke, Courtney Lee, and David Nwaba to him for Josh Okogie and Evan Turner. Really just would prefer a better backup small forward that we get in Okogie, and Evan Turner's expiring, so that is fine. And I might look for maybe like one more trade. All right, actually what I'm going to do real quick is just pick up a couple guys that aren't actually on expiring deals so we can use them to try to trade up on draft night. So Michael Kidd-Gilchrist and Evan Turner to the Bulls for Thad Young and Cristiano Felicio. And who else do we have that is expiring? Caleb Martin. It's not really going to do us any good. Okogie's fine. Treveon Graham is also expiring, and that's it, really. So could get Rodney Magruder. Dwayne Dedman, yeesh. Let's see. There's nothing. I mean, obviously, there's not going to be anything really good. So we'll just take this trade for Joakim Noah and see if we can flip him really quick. And I don't think there's anybody else that I really and all that worried about. So let's just get this guy that I can't pronounce his name just to have. So we're pretty good with the team right there. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into simming. I'm always forgetting to go over the rotation, but this is going to be the rotation for year number one. Devontae Graham at point guard, Luka Doncic, Robert Covington, Kristaps Porzingis, and Clint Capella. And then on the bench, we got Cody Zeller, Seth Curry, Patrick Beverly, and Josh Okogie. System proficiency, let's see, we got balance as 4 stars. We're going to go perimeter centric, actually, even though that's a little bit less. And Rick Carlisle can go ahead and get that changed. And we're good to go. So, finally, here we are. Let's see how many wins we can get this year. It really doesn't matter if we win it all or anything like that. It's just getting to 82-0 or as close to 82-0 as we possibly can. So year one All-Stars, we got Luka Doncic starting and Kristaps Porzingis coming off the bench. And I'm pretty sure that's it. I don't see anybody else at the moment. But we are currently 43-6. Don't have anybody to re-sign. So let's go ahead and go to the end of the year and see what kind of record we'll end up with. So at the end of year number one, we finished with a record of 68-14. So it looks like the pieces are there. We just definitely could use some improvement in a couple of spots. But anyway, Luka does win MVP, 32 points, 9.5 rebounds, 9 assists. That dude is insane. Ja Morant wins Rookie of the Year. Dennis Schroeder, 6th man. Kawhi Leonard, DPOY, Bam, Most Improved. And Rick Carlisle, as usual, does get Coach of the Year. So on the All-NBA first team, we got Luka. Is Kristaps on here anywhere? Nope. All right, that's cool. And I'm thinking Luka's going to be the only person we have on any teams. Yeah, he is. So let's take a quick look at stats. Obviously, we know Luka was just absolutely insane, as usual. I mean, dude always goes off. Kristaps was pretty damn good, actually. Very happy with that. Would have liked some more rebounds, but I mean, that's not really what Kristaps does all that well. Devontae Graham, pretty good. Clint Capella doing what he does, exactly what I need him to do. Seth Curry, not too bad. Actually, he was 50, 40, 90. That's, yeah, not bad at all. So, I mean, I'm pretty happy with 68 wins for year one, but let's go ahead and just sim out the playoffs. And we do lose a game in round one. We lose 2 to Golden State, and then we make it to the finals and lose to the Raptors, where Pascal Siakam is the finals MVP. So, like I said, playoffs really don't matter. It's just all about that regular season record. So we end up with the 29th pick in the draft. And let's see, do we have anything else? We do not. So that is fine. Oh, you know what? I guess... Oh, right. That's for next year. Never mind. Don't worry about it. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and go to staff signings. And let's make sure we get a good trainer. I guess we'll take Justin Powell. That's fine there. We'll take Cuba Gooding for that head scout. And we will take Michael Williams for assistant GM. Rick Carlisle, we can definitely keep around. I mean, he did just win Coach of the Year, so that's fine with me. We do get all of those guys. Let's go ahead and go to the draft. Probably going to try to trade up. Would love an Anthony Edwards or... Yeah, mainly just Anthony Edwards. I would love to get him, but I don't think we're getting from 29 to 1. I just realized where I messed up. The Mavericks start with their 2020 pick being very highly valued, and should have traded it to a bad team for their first round pick this year, but it is what it is, so there's no way this is going to get done, but let's see if Chicago accepts it. We have the number 1 pick, and we're taking Anthony Edwards. All right. Wasn't expecting that at all. So, sim to the end of the draft. We got Anthony Edwards on the team. Did not expect that at all. So, we will be bringing back Devontae Graham and Josh Okogie. And we're not going to have any money to really bring in any big name free agents. Wow, we actually don't have... Well, I mean, we have more cap room than I thought, but we're still not going to be able to sign anybody big. So we are going to make this trade really quick. We're going to be bringing in Mitchell Robinson and getting a 2024 first from the Knicks for Patrick Beverley, Josh Okogie, and Cristiano Felicio. What's his name? Mitchell Robinson being on such a cheap contract is going to help us out a lot. So he's going to be our backup big, I think. Or should it be Clint? I don't know. They're pretty much interchangeable. They're very, very similar players. So I do want to see... Oh, we can get Tobias Harris. But I really don't want to give up Devontae Graham in that. Oh, man. Well, something like that would be nice. Just getting the Pistons 2021 unprotected first would be beautiful, actually. So I may do that, but let me take a look at free agency real quick just to see if there's anything we can really kind of pull off in there. All right, so we're going to go ahead and offer Fred VanVleet a contract and see if we can use him to trade for anybody in particular. All right, we do have to renounce our rights on these two guys, but that's perfectly fine with me. So after moratorium, Andre Drummond's still here, Evan Fournier. We could potentially look to maybe sign somebody else and also trade them. So what can I get for Fred VanVleet? I can trade him and Cody Zeller for Tobias Harris. That I might do. Yeah, you know what? I'll do that. Actually, if I'm doing that, can I get away with... Wow, Robert Covington has that much trade value? Oh, hold up. Hold up. We're actually going to take this trade for Zach LaVine, and we're also going to get Seth Curry back on the team. So we're going to send the Bulls Rocco and Fred VanVleet. Yeah, I'm cool with doing that. So, let's see. We got Anthony Edwards. Oh, man. Now I'm not sure what to do with him, but never bad to have, that's for sure. So we're going to move Zach LaVine to small forward, and that's where he will play this year. We still have Cody Zeller to move, too. Oh, my goodness. All right, Cody Zeller I'm just going to send to Detroit for their next 2 years, first-round picks, unprotected. And hopefully those will end up being good. But we do definitely have to sign some guys to fill out the team here. Because at the moment we have 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess. 5, 6, 7, 8. So we do need one more player just to fill out the 9-man rotation. Let's see. How much money do we have? Oh, yeah. Well, he's not going to accept that, but we can definitely give Evan Fournier a deal, and then we can also trade him. And he does accept that, so now we can look for... Oh, man, I'm just cheesing it today. All right, we might actually be able to get DeJounte Murray, so let me see. I don't want to give up Devontae Graham. Let me see if I just take out him and Šamanić. No, they really want Devontae Graham. So, that's unfortunate. Let's see. Do we even have anybody else? No, we don't. I'm going to have to sign some more guys, but we might be able to get that done for DeJounte Murray. Alright, so we're going to bring in Glenn Robinson. Now, we're also going to bring in Raul Neto. And Troy Daniels, I guess. We'll offer him a deal. And let's see, who else can we offer that might have some trade value? Myers Leonard might, just because of his age. I don't think anybody else here really stands out all that much. Unfortunately, Jerry and Grant maybe, and maybe like Kent Bazemore. Can offer him a deal. So we're gonna get a bunch of those guys. Let's see if I can get that trade done now for DeJounte Murray, or maybe if something even better pops up, that would be nice too. Patty Mills, no. Where's DeJounte? That's the one that I want. Yeah. That's the one I want right there. So we'll see if I offer them like Raul Neto and Jerry and Grant. Will they take that? No. They still want Devontae Graham. No, you're not getting Devontae Graham. I'm sorry. Troy Daniels, they can't afford. Or they're going to have to give up another player, I guess. All right. So... Wait, can they actually not afford it? Can they actually not afford that? Yeah, they actually can't. Well, let's see. Is that going to get done? No. You're not getting Devontae Graham. All right, give me a second. Let me figure this out. We might have to move on to a different trade, but we'll see. Okay, we finally got it done. Jesus, man. Let's see. Where the hell is transactions? There we go. So we ended up sending Evan Fournier, Roland Neto, Kent Bazemore, a second-round pick, and Myers Leonard to the Spurs for DeJounte Murray and Trey Lyles. Finally got that done. So now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish. I could still trade Seth Curry. 6, 7, 8, 9. So we do have a rotation for next year at least. I'm still just going to make a couple of small trades here. I don't even know if you guys really need to see it, but we're just mainly picking up OKC's 2021 first out of that deal. And we really don't have like a backup small forward on the team. So if I could just get somebody fairly decent, I'd be happy. And it doesn't really look like we will. Although I could just use Anthony Edwards there. So that would be fine too, but let's just go ahead and pick up Sacramento's first round pick next year as well. So let's move on to player progression. All right, so here at player progression, Luka is up to a 98, Kristaps up to a 90, Levine up to an 87, Mitchell Robinson at an 86, DeJounte Murray up to an 86 too. Oh my goodness. All right, so we're looking pretty good. Let's move on to training camps. And I feel like I've spent a ton of time on season number 1. Like, oh my goodness. All right. So in training camps, let's see. Untapped potential. We can send. Let's send DeJounte Murray since he's on a 4-year deal. Let's send Zach LaVine and let's send Clint Capella, I guess. All right. So let's move on to season number 2. Take a look at the rotation. DeJounte Murray is going to start this year. Luka, Levine, Porzingis, Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson, really, over Clint Capella. Okay, so Anthony Edwards on the bench, Devontae Graham, and Seth Curry. That is perfectly fine with me. Still going to have Luka Doncic as the first scoring option, obviously. And I think we're going to stay at perimeter-centric as well. Wow, really? Zach LaVine is not great in perimeter-centric. All right. So in year number 2, we do have Luka still as our only All-Star, actually. Kristaps doesn't make it this year. It looks like our record is going to be a little bit worse than last year, unfortunately. We are currently 38-12. Okay, Luka's up to a 99. I may look to make a trade real quick before the end of the season, so let's see what we can do there. Okay, well, the only reason I'm doing this is because I've never gotten Ben Simmons before. Never once. Not a single time. We are going to get Ben Simmons on this team. We're trading Zach LaVine, Mitchell Robinson, and Austin Rivers for Ben Simmons and Zaire Smith. I have never once gotten Ben Simmons. That is crazy. All right, I think he is going to start at small forward, though. He goes up to a 94. Oh, my God. All right, so once again, we need a backup big man, but I think we might have the ammo to actually swing that. So let me just get that done real quick. All right, so with this trade, we're going to be picking up Mason Plumlee. So we're going to send the Blazers Wayne Ellington, Damari Carroll, and Kenneth Faried. We're also going to get Moses Brown out of the deal, so I'm cool with that. And Mason Plumlee is going to be our main backup big man. So let's go fix the rotation now. Still got DeJounte, Luka, Ben Simmons, Kristaps, Clint Capella, and Anthony Edwards. Definitely 6-man now. Devontae Graham, Seth Curry, and Mason Plumlee getting 6 minutes a night. Jesus. Okay. Well, that's cool. All right, let's go. Actually, quickly. No, we don't have anybody to extend. Let's go to the end of the year, see if we can win out. That would be something. So at the end of season number 2, we do actually finish with a worse record than last year, 63-19. We were on a roll for a while, but then kind of fell off towards the end of the season. Giannis wins MVP, James Wiseman Rookie of the Year on the Knicks. Well, that explains why they were so quick to, well, they always are, but why Mitchell Robinson was traded. D. Schroed, 6-man of the year, Kawhi Leonard, DPOY, Ja Morant, Most Improved, and Rick Carlisle, once again, Coach of the Year. So on the All-NBA first team, we got Luka. And that's oh no, Ben Simmons on the All-NBA third team. DeJounte Murray on the All-Defensive second team. Anthony Edwards third. in the Rookie of the Year race on the all-rookie first team, and that's it. So we are once again a 1 seed. Not that playoffs matter in this. Take a look at stats. Luka still leading the team with 26 points, 7 rebounds, 9.5 assists. Still efficient as ever. Kristaps, 21.5 points, 8.5 rebounds. Still very efficient. Very much enjoyed what he's been bringing to the table in this one in terms of rebounds. Ben Simmons, 21 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists. Looks like he made at least 1 3 this year, so come to think of it, probably should switch off of perimeter centric now that we have Ben Simmons. Anthony Edwards in his rookie year. Wait a minute, was I looking at... No. Anyway, Anthony Edwards, 16 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Very efficient as well. DeJounte, pretty good. Pretty good. And Devontae Graham, also very good. So, happy with that. Clint Capella still doing his thing. Alright, so we're looking good. I do want to quickly look at system proficiency because Ben Simmons is not going to be a great fit for perimeter centric. Balance is 4.5 stars? Well, let's go to balanced, actually. Let's go ahead and do that. If I could somehow get 5 stars in this 82-0 challenge as well, that would be fantastic. So let's sim out the playoffs and see if we just happen to win a ring here. And we do, actually. We win in 5 over the Bucks. Luka is your finals MVP. And we're into the offseason. Hopefully we can get into like 70, mid-70 wins next year. All right. And we end up with pick 5, 7, 8, 17. And that's it. But damn. All right. That's really nice. Really nice. All right, so we are going to hire Samuel Olsen to be our new CFO. Let's go ahead and go to the draft. And let's see. Who would be a good fit on this team? Wow, Isaiah Todd's ranked 1. That's strange. I mean, Cade Cunningham and Jalen Green are always nice, but I'm actually going to have to think about who I might want on this team at the moment. All right, I really want to try this. I don't think it's going to happen, but come on. Oh, of course. Of course. Well, let's try it for Cat. Nope. All these untouchables, man. Come on. Wasn't expecting that to go through, but we just got Joel Embiid. I really was not expecting that to go through at all. But we have Joel Embiid, so him and Ben Simmons, we're the Dallas 76ers at this point. Oh my god. Alright. Okay, could we possibly get this to go through for the first overall pick? We do. So we're... Jesus, man. This is nuts. Alright, we're going to take Jalen Green with this pick. And let's go ahead and sim to the end of the draft. So we get Jalen Green. Obviously picking up the options on Luka. And we'll just pick up these two guys as well. Alright, qualifying offers. Moses Brown, Devontae Graham. That's cool. And in the moratorium, where we really have no money. We really don't. But this team is stacked. So once we get Devontae Graham back, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need a backup big man. We still have Justin James, Zaire Smith that we could use to try to get that done. So definitely expecting 70 plus wins next year, wholeheartedly. All right, so it looks like we do actually have the cap room to bring in Grayson Allen. So we will do that. He will be some trade bait here very shortly. So we do bring him in. And now we're going to get some guys on some minimum deals. Just so that we can kind of throw in to trades as extras if we need to. And we get Langston Galloway. All right. And anybody else? Tyler Kavanaugh, you can come on in. And Cristiano Felicio, you can also join us. Anybody else want to come? Michael Frazier. All right. So, wow, we have a ton of shooting guards. All right, I really just want to see if something like this would ever work, just to get an untouchable. And no, there's no way you can get an untouchable in this game. All right, we're actually going to see if we can bring back Clint Capella from the Sixers, because I really would like him as a backup big. And we do. So we just had to throw in a whole bunch of minimum guys, as well as Grayson Allen and whatever the hell that dude's name was that we had a small forward. So we get our backup big. So at the moment, let's actually just go through free agency and make sure we get Devontae Graham back, and we do. So at the moment, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we should definitely be like 75 wins next year. Let's look at player progression. Ben Simmons up to a 95, Joel Embiid 92, Kristaps 91, DeJounte Murray up to a 90, Anthony Edwards at an 88, Clint Capella an 88 too? We might have 7 or 8 90s by the time we're done with this. Alright, so for training camps, doesn't really matter. I guess we'll send Devontae Graham to untapped potential. We can send... actually, let's send perimeter shooting to Ben Simmons. Like why not? And I guess we'll send rebounding to Kristaps. So let's go to next season. And I will actually just go sign a couple of guys just to fill out the roster in case we want to make another trade. Alright, so this is what the rotation is going to look like for season number 3. And this might be the last season. Yeah, you know what? This is going to be the last season. So third and final season for this 82-0 challenge. DeJounte Murray, Luka Doncic, Ben Simmons, Kristaps Porzingis, and Joel Embiid as the starting 5. We got Clint Capella, Anthony Edwards, Devontae Graham, and Jalen Green off the bench. So this team is just nasty. Absolutely nasty. System proficiency. We're still at 4.5 balanced. I'm assuming nothing else is close. It is not. You know what? With a better head coach, we might be at 5 stars, but I think it's a little late for that, unless there's some other coaches out here. Doesn't look like it, but Rick Carlisle's gotten us this far, so let's go ahead and start simming. Ugh. And we lose our first game to the Grizzlies, so we're not going 82-0, but okay, we lose to the Clippers too. All right, and in the final season, Luka Doncic is our only All-Star, I believe. Yeah, pretty sure. So we are currently 43-6 once again. Kristaps wants a new deal. I guess we'll give that to you, even though this is the last season. So year number 1, we were 43-6 at the All-Star draft, and we finished with 68 wins. So hopefully we can do a little bit better in the second half this year. I do quickly want to see if there's anybody I might want to make a move for, but I really don't think so. I don't know. I'll look around real quick because I really want to win as many games as possible. So I'm trying to win out here. All right, well, seeing as though it's the final season, I figured why not try to pull off a crazy trade and try to get DeAndre Ayton, and no, it's not going to happen. I don't think we're going to get any more crazy trades to go through. I mean, maybe like Pascal, nah, you know what, it's fine. Let's just go to the end of the year and we'll see. You know what, we can just do it live. It's going to go quick, so please don't lose another game. I at least want to go 76-6. Well, that's the best we could possibly do at this point. And we lose to the Clippers. Can we just get 75 wins, please? I'd be okay with that. I would be definitely okay with 75 wins. 74. 74 wins. Anybody? Come on. Win these last 2. All right, so we go 74-8 in year number 3. Giannis wins MVP. Cade Cunningham, Rookie of the Year. Jalen Adams, 6-man. Giannis, DPOY. Cassius Stanley, Most Improved. And we get Coach of the Year for the 3rd year in a row. So on the first team, we got Luka. Nobody else. Anybody else here? DeJounte, all defensive second team again. And Jalen Green on the all-rookie second team. So let's take a look at stats. I mean, I'm still kind of disappointed because we only got 74 wins, but it is what it is. Luka leading our team in points, as always. Almost 10 assists a game. I mean, the dude is nuts. Joel Embiid, definitely a good addition. 19 points, 9.5 rebounds, 3 assists. Pretty efficient as well. Kristaps, a little bit less volume stats this year. I mean, with the addition of Joel Embiid, that's kind of what's going to happen. Ben Simmons, 16 points. Still dropping off a little bit from last year, but didn't attempt any threes, I would hope. So not too bad there. Anthony Edwards. Oh my God, I gotta sneeze. I really gotta sneeze. Oh God, you know what? Anyway, Anthony Edwards didn't really play a huge role in this, but he is, I mean, obviously a really good player. DeJounte Murray doing his thing, being very efficient, 8 assists a game. And Clint Capella doing his thing. 10 points, 10 rebounds. So let's see, actually. System proficiency, 4.5. Was expected. I think a 5-star system proficiency challenge might be my next challenge sort of video. I think that would be really fun. But let me know if you guys want to see that. So anyway, let's just sim through the playoffs. See if we win again. I would think we will. And yeah, we sweep the Celtics. So Luka is once again Finals MVP. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please hit that like button. It would really mean a lot, and it's going to help out this video, help out the channel, you know, everything's going to be good. If you guys are new around here, also hit that sub button. So, also, if you guys have any teams you want to see me rebuild or any challenges or anything like that, definitely feel free to leave a comment, and I will gladly be taking suggestions for rebuilds and rebuild challenges and everything like that. So, hope you guys did enjoy, and with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.